Hello again, everybody. This is Jack Cohen, chairman of the Association of BellTel Retirees. And I just wanted to give you a flavor for what's coming up. And by way of a slight review of the recent proxy season, as you probably are aware, we had the virtual meeting on May 13th, and we presented our two proxy proposals. And just to give you a quick review, in case you have not heard, all right, the clawback proposal received 36.8% of the vote, which is a little better than we had in 2018 when we had last introduced it. The severance proposal, the otherwise known as golden parachutes, got 38.1% of the vote, which is a little bit we did a little slide back from last year, but in view of all the issues concerning the pandemic and the mail, we could see that contributing to that, could have been some other issues which were entirely separate from the proxy. For example, we noted that 62.5 million votes were less than the previous 2 years total voting. So we're still analyzing the data, and we might come up with some recommendations going forward. Executive compensation has had a big piece of the recent proxy season. Matter of fact, Verizon executives, the advisory vote in the proxies, the advisory vote got 92.5% in favor of executive compensation, which was somewhat surprising to me. Although Verizon has had some very good publicity lately, and it probably showed in a lot of the institutional investment. It was surprising. The Verizon advisory vote results was surprising that they would get so much in favor, especially in view of the AT&T advisory vote on executive compensation getting defeated. And I guess contributing to that would be the actual amazing compensation that their ex CEO Randall Stevenson got. I think it was $64 million. There was probably a lot of objection to that, leading to the defeat of the executive compensation advisory vote in AT&T. However, that didn't seem to be the case with Verizon. All right, I wanted to give you a taste of what we anticipate for the newsletter, the summer newsletter, which will probably get to you around mid-June, thereabouts, and it's really chock full of great stuff. Just to give you a flavor, we're continuing our 25th anniversary theme, and it's a long campaign from what started with 7 people. So there's a little bit of memorabilia in that article, and you'll enjoy it, I'm sure. We want to also take the time to recognize in the newsletter the contributions made over the years by the telephone pioneers. I know when I retired, it was almost instinctive that once you retire, you would almost immediately get into the telephone pioneers. And we wanted to recognize the contributions that were made. So you'll see an article about that in the newsletter. We're also involved in launching an organization called the Retirees for Justice under Ed Stone, whom you know from past readings of our newsletter. As you probably know, we have we're a 501c3, and under the limitations of the IRS, we can go just so far. And Ed Stone and Retirees for Justice can go further. They're a 501c4, and we provide some support to them in terms of grants within the restrictions of the IRS. And they are in a position to do some things with Congress and lobbying that we can't do. And we're urging you to read that article. maybe join the Retirees for Justice as well and help support them as we are. There's also, during the previous month, I am a member of several closed Facebook groups, retirees from Verizon. And one member who was just retiring asked the question, does anybody have any suggestions for me, okay, on what I could do, once I'm preparing to retire? So it sparked an idea, and I canvassed the board of directors. Our board of directors has a lot of experience in the retirement field, okay? And they came up with a lot of very good suggestions. And we put that in the article, and this would be almost required reading for someone who's anticipating retiring, and something you might want to clip out and give to someone whom you know is about to retire. We're into a season now where we're trying to expand our board of directors, expand our membership, and we're open to people who want to be leaders as well as participants as a member. Some of you have been members for so long and could very well fit into our board of directors. And we're opening our horizons to include that. So you will find this coming newsletter something that many of you will want to keep forever. That's my opinion. And I hope you enjoy it and have a very good summer.